Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Taiba, Hisbul Mujahin. The 9 terror camps in Pakistan which were destroyed by Indian armed forces on 7th May 2025 were linked to these terror groups. Among the terror camps was Markaz Taiba Muridke, which was the headquarters of terror group Lashkar-e-Taiba led by Hafiz Mohammed Saeed.
इसके बाद इंशाअल्लाह कश्मीर दरवाजा होगा और ग़ज़वा हिंद बर्पा होगा.
Maimuna Joya camp, one of the camps destroyed during Operation Sindoor, was linked to Hisbul Mujahin led by Syed Salahuddin.
Regarding the use of explosive, we are self-sufficient in this respect.
Another one was Markaz Subhanallah Bahawalpur, which was the headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed founded by Masood Azhar. All the 3 terror groups were responsible for major attacks in India. India has consistently raised concerns over the years at the United Nations Security Council about such terror groups and organizations, either by calling for international action or advocating for the designation of their leaders as global terrorists, and also has repeatedly urged Pakistan to act against terrorists operating from its soil and targeting Indians.
Perpetrators, organizers, financiers, and sponsors of reprehensible acts of terrorism must be held accountable and brought to justice.
Let me start with hours after the Pahalgam attack, TRF or the Resistance Front, a proxy group of Lashkar-e-Taiba, had reportedly claimed responsibility for the attack through a social media post. A proxy group of a terrorist organization is a smaller group that acts for or supports a larger terrorist group. In 2019, a notification issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs said that TRF is linked to Pakistan-based terror group called Lashkar-e-Taiba. So Lashkar-e-Taiba was founded by Hafiz Mohammed Saeed, a former professor of engineering at the University of Punjab.
मोदी इंशाअल्लाह हम ये जंग लड़ेंगे और इंशाअल्लाह ये जंग हम कश्मीर में भी जीतेंगे.
The name Lashkar-e-Taiba means Army of the Righteous or Pure. In July 2016, the National Investigation Agency stated that it had evidence that Lashkar-e-Taiba, with the support of Pakistani security forces, was sending terrorists into Kashmir to incite unrest. The agency also released a video confession from a captured 21-year-old Pakistani terrorist, Bahadur Ali, arrested in Kupwara, North Kashmir on 26 July 2016. LET was banned by the Indian government on 14th May 2002 under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act following the 2001 Indian Parliament attack, which the group was accused of planning along with Jaish-e-Mohammed. The Pakistan government also banned Lashkar-e-Taiba on 12 January 2002. The UN Security Council said that LET has conducted numerous terrorist operations against military and civilian targets since 1993, including the 2008 Mumbai attack that killed over 160 people. Now let me tell you about the camps of this terror group that Indian armed forces said were destroyed during Operation Sindoor. Savai Nala in Muzaffarabad, situated roughly 30 kilometers from the line of control in Tangdar sector, was one of the training centers of Lashkar-e-Taiba. The Indian armed forces confirmed that the terrorists involved in the Pahalgam attack were trained at this camp. Next is the Gulpur camp in Kotli, also situated roughly 30 kilometers from the line of control, that served as a base for Lashkar-e-Taiba. Terrorists involved in the Poonch attack on 28 April 2023, where 5 soldiers lost their lives, and the 2024 attack on bus carrying pilgrims in Riyasi district, which killed at least 9 civilians, were trained at this camp. Operation Sindoor also targeted the Markaz Taiba Muridke in Pakistan, located about 33 kilometers from Lahore. According to India Today, it was established in the late 1980s by Hafiz Mohammed Saeed, the founder of LET, with support from Pakistan's inter-services intelligence and funding from external sources. This was the place where Ajmal Kasab, the only perpetrator of the 2008 Mumbai attack to be captured alive, and David Headley, the mastermind of the attack, were trained. In Kasab's confession to the police, he recalled his training at the camp and said, "At Muridke, we were taught swimming and made familiar with the life of fishermen at sea. We were given lectures on the working of Indian security agencies. We were shown clippings highlighting atrocities on Muslims in India." Next is the Abbas camp in Kotli, where Fidain or self-sacrificers of the LET were trained. Another such camp is Markaz Hadith in Bimbar, situated within 9 kilometers from the line of control. Operatives and weapons were sent into the Poonch and Rajouri area from this LET base near Barnala. The base housed about 100 to 150 terrorists who were managed by senior leaders.
The point of impact in each of the target was a specific building or a group of buildings.
It's an anti-India terrorist group founded by Masood Azhar in 2000. Jaish-e-Mohammed has claimed responsibility for several high-profile attacks, such as 2001 Indian Parliament attack, 2016 Pathankot Airbase attack, 2016 Uri attack, and 2019 Pulwama suicide bombing, claiming the lives of over 70 people. As per a BBC Urdu report, Jaish-e-Mohammed's chief Masood Azhar said 14 people, including 10 of his family members, were killed in Operation Sindoor, although the Indian government has not officially confirmed these claims as of publishing this report. India officially declared Jaish-e-Mohammed a terrorist organization under the Prevention of Terrorism Act on 25th October 2001, following the group's involvement in the 2001 attack on the Indian Parliament in New Delhi, leading to 9 deaths. Operation Sindoor also destroyed various terrorist camps associated with Jaish-e-Mohammed. One such was the Sayyidna Bilal camp located opposite Red Fort in Muzaffarabad. It was the staging area of Jaish-e-Mohammed and a weapons, explosives and jungle survival training center. Another such camp is Markaz Subhanallah Bhavalpur, located about 400 kilometers from Lahore and 100 kilometers from the international border. It was the headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed, which carried out the recruitment, training and indoctrination of several terrorists. Another one is Sarjal Sialkot camp, located in Pakistan, 6 kilometers from the international border. The facility also supported operations by another terrorist organization, Hisbul Mujahin. Indian Armed Forces said Jaish-e-Mohammed was involved in the attack that led to the deaths of 4 Jammu and Kashmir police officers in March 2025. Headquartered at Muzaffarabad, 30 kilometers from the line of control, the Hisbul Mujahin, with an estimated force of at least 1,500 members, is presently headed by Sayyid Salahuddin.
We came, trained thousands of youth inside the Kashmir in our already established mobile training camps.
India officially declared Hisbul Mujahin a terrorist organization under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act in 2017. The Ministry of Home Affairs included Hisbul Mujahin in its list of banned organizations on 30th March 2015. A terrorist camp associated with Hisbul Mujahin was also destroyed in Operation Sindoor. Mehmoona Joya camp, located in Pakistan, 12 to 18 kilometers from the international border, carried out the 2016 Pathankot attack and is responsible for terror activities in the Kathua region of Jammu and Kashmir.
The people coming from occupied Kashmir to Azad Kashmir and going from Azad Kashmir to inheld Kashmir, it is their moral and legal right. No one can deprive of, but we have never crossed the international line. And remember, we are not dependent on any foreign government, even the government of Pakistan, for the continuation of our armed struggle because we are self-reliant.
In addition to the 9 terrorist camps previously identified, the Indian Army has exposed the existence of several other operating from the nearby areas.
Our intelligence monitoring of Pakistan-based terrorist modules indicated that further attacks against India were impending. There was thus a compulsion both to deter and to preempt.